welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite baby girl Kwemi in the building. It's good to see you, it's good to have you back, and if today is your first time on this channel, I'm saying a very big welcome to you. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for joining us. My name is Kwemi, an international student in the UK, and what I do on my channel, I make lifestyle videos, what to know about UK, how to make your journey, how to make your settlement, and easy peasy mistakes to avoid things that I've done that I'm regretting now, so that you will not make the same mistake, and basically how to get on in the UK as a whole, and how to make your life easier and simpler, and also tips and tricks for people that are willing to come to the UK, what to do, how they can come to the UK as a whole. So today, from the title, I want to talk about one of the most important thing in the UK. When I say most important thing, I am dead serious, guys. Your credit score. I know as a student we are hell-bent. I mean, we have a focus, we are actually here to study. I want to believe that, and like one part of us actually jackpot. Credit score, it's like the most important, one of the most important things in the UK, because in the UK you cannot run away from debt. I'm not saying like debt, I mean debt. I'm just trying to be posh. DEBT, I mean, you cannot avoid it, you cannot run away from it, because if you do, you would not like measure up to an average British or an average English person living in the UK. Also, for people that don't know what credit score is, basically computer-based calculation that uses certain things, algorithm, how your financial status, and gives you a certain amount of numbers. And before you can get anything in the UK, as we all know, most things in the UK you don't pay cash. I mean, loads of things you can buy them on like on contract for, I mean, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 50 years, 80 years, depending on the particular thing you want to get. So, and your credit score can make, not even can, your credit score will make or break you in the UK. And as an international student, or as a student generally, we tend to not look at that angle, and we get carried away with every other thing. But no, you need to start building your credit score as soon as you get into the UK, because when you will eventually need it, it's not magic. It takes time to build. It's a particular number, then it will keep increasing or reducing depending on how well you manage your financial life. And note how to actually go about your credit score, how to manage your credit score. It is very simple, and it is not magic. It is simple, and it can be complicated if you want it to be. So the first advice I would advise, if you're an international student, if you're a student in the UK, as soon as you're getting into the UK, the easiest contract you can get is the SIM contract, guys. Avoid pay as you go as much as possible. You can walk into any mobile network providers. I mean, we have three EE, Vodafone, and the likes. You can get the same contract. All they would do is, if you have your account details, they will take your bank details, your passport that shows okay you're a student in the UK, and boom, they will put you on a 2-year contract. You'd be paying like £20 a month. That is going to cover your phone bills. I mean, you would have unlimited calls and unlimited mobile data, even though in your house you have, I know you have Wi-Fi, you can be saying you have Wi-Fi, but that is a very good start for contracts in the UK, because no one is going, I mean, you're just coming in, no one would entrust huge amount of money for you. And how does contract work? You need to prove to them that you are a reliable person. That is how debt works. That means, oh, this person is a very good debtor, and he actually or she actually pays his or her debt when he or she is meant to. It is that simple. And they would, before you know it, they will start entrusting huge amount of money to you. I made this mistake when I came to the UK. Most things I got, I pay cash, because I'm like, oh no, I don't want to get into debt, I don't want trouble. And so a very good friend of mine, so she was like, oh, Pemi, why don't you try it? I'm like, no, I don't want trouble, I don't like entering debt. Little did I know that without debt in the UK, you would actually not survive, basically. So I went to because I did a SIM contract, so I went to my mobile network provider. I told them I would like to upgrade to a phone. So when they checked my credit score, they were like, oh, you don't cut out for it. I'm like, but I have money in my account. They're like, it is not about the cash you have in your account, it is about, it's like, you need to prove to us that okay, you've actually borrowed, you've loaned something, like you've borrowed money from this, you've borrowed money from that. They just didn't give me the phone, so I had to run back to that my friend, that wait, how do you build your credit score? So I started building it by downloading pay small apps. So the apps I'll be recommending to you: Klarna, ClearPay, Lay-by. There are loads of them, but these are the 3 I use regularly. So guys, I would advise you, whatever you're buying in the UK, even if it's as small as £10, anything above £10, don't pay it at cash. Though there are some and on these applications there are loads and loads of websites, loads and loads of places you can buy, but trust me, there's no Primark there. Like I've not come across Primark on any of these pay small applications. So I would advise you, in your buying that is above £10, use these pay small applications. Trust me, because they would break it down for you. For example, if you're buying something worth £50, then they will say, oh, every week you pay a certain amount of money, and you do a direct debit. That is so whenever you actually need to get something huge or something massive, you would, that is going to create this platform that, oh, this person is reliable, and that is what they do for you before you move on to the next, like the big one, credit card. So once if you want to apply for a credit card, nobody would give you their credit card. They won't entrust their money to you if you don't, like, if you've not, entered these little ones. I mean, the apps, you buy small, you buy, then you pay small, then you can move on to credit card. I actually know someone that has 6 credit cards. But when you are entering debt, there are good debt and there are bad debt. Know the difference between what you need and what you want. Don't just buy things because, oh, there's one money somewhere, because at the end of the day, you will be the one that will still pay it. And if you're unable to pay it, you don't want to put yourself so deep into debt. It will not help you. So guys, when you move to credit card, know how to spend your credit card. Credit card is so delicate and super tricky. When I first got my credit card, my credit score dropped because I didn't manage it well. The trick and the simple rule of credit card is, whatever money your credit card provider gives to you, never spend above 25% of your lump sum. I beg you, never do it, because once you start going below 25%, you're creating and you're giving them an impression that you are basically living off their money. Like, that means they cannot entrust larger amount of money to you. You are living off their money that they give you, and that is going to kill your credit score. I did this the first month I got my credit card. The second mistake I made was, so I buy things on my credit card. Once I buy things, then I move the money. So it is advisable to pre-plan your spending. So if you know, oh, tomorrow you're going grocery shopping, or on Saturday you'll be going grocery shopping, just transfer. And credit card, you can do a direct debit. I did a direct debit as well, but sometimes, out of influx, or I don't know, reflex or whatever, I just shoot it off. So what I would advise you to do is, if you know you'll be going grocery shopping on Saturday, and for example today is Thursday, transfer the amount you think you'll be spending on Saturday into your credit card account. For example, £50, you could just transfer the £50 there, because it takes time for money to actually reflect on your credit card. And if the money leaves before the money you've put into it reflects, that is going to send a signal to them that you've gone beyond your threshold. And if you're really spending, like, if you're spending way too much on your credit card, it's going to disrupt and scatter your credit card. I told my sister, I said, oh, this is what's happening to my credit card, and she was like, oh, what are you doing wrong? So we figured that out, and since then my credit score, like, I lost about 15 points. I was not joking. I lost about 15 points because I just went below 25%. So now I'm just trying to rebuild it, bringing it back up again, and it's been a struggle. But all thanks to my plenty gbese that I've been entering, if that makes sense. So guys, your credit card, once they see that you're managing your credit card well, they will increase your limit in no time. I got a limit increment in less than 3 months. Like 3 months after I got my credit card, they increased my limit. And I mean, before you know it, you can apply for 3 credit cards, 4 credit cards, as many as you want, as long as they're willing to give you. But know what you're doing, know what you need from what you want. Don't just start buying things because there's money somewhere readily available. I mean, UK life is very sweet because you don't have to have it all. And I usually look at the bigger picture, because when you eventually need that credit score for something very important, and you've not started building it, it won't be there for you. So it's better you start building your credit card as a student now, so that when you eventually need it, I'm talking about future, I'm talking about mortgage, I'm talking about car loans, I'm talking about things like that, so that when you eventually need it, it will be readily available for you, and it's going to be a win-win. And because credit score is not magic, it takes long period of time to build, guys. It takes long period of time. We're talking a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, if you don't know what you're doing, to actually get a good credit score. And one thing I've heard, though I've not doing myself, is opening I've forgotten this bank name. They are mortgage banks. So alongside, instead of having 2-3 general accounts, you could just, you know, open these accounts once you start transacting with them. And with my current credit score, I just did, you know, there's a way you can do this thing online if you want to get mortgage. And with my credit score, the banks are willing to loan me 250,000. Like, when did I come? Because I don't have the right papers to actually put in for mortgage. So the bank, so that's just like the downside of it. But when I checked my credit score and my bank details, I actually have access to 250,000 pounds if I want to get mortgage. You know, it works with your age, and that's going to be a discussion for another day. So let me know your questions, your financial questions. Note, I am not a financial guru. I'm just a student trying to make life easier for my fellow students and not make the same mistake I've made and regret it in the future. So once you get your phone your line contract, and it's very easy, guys. If you think you want to upgrade, you need a phone, it is very easy. You can get a phone and a SIM at the same time, rather than getting a SIM first, then you come back after 6 months to say you want to upgrade to a phone. It could be very difficult. But once from the start, if you know you'll be needing a phone at any point in time, you can just get both at the same time. That is going to put you, you know, on the financial market, that okay, this person is relevant. You're paying certain amount of money to somebody every month, and you know, if you're doing couple with these apps and all of that, in 3 or 4 months you will be I don't know that English, in 3 or 4 months you'll be able to get a credit card, and from there you pick up your life. Before you know it, we're talking mortgage, we're talking car loans, we're talking vacations. You know, you could actually go for vacations on debt. You don't have to have the lump sum cash. That is why you have TUI, all these big vacation companies. You just pay maybe £200 monthly, and you go to America, you go to Paris to go enjoy your life. Life is super easy, so don't complicate life for yourself, guys. So I'm saying a very big thank you for watching today's video. Till I come your way next time, keep your locks down in Baby's Corner. Bye.